But God has served notice that he's tired of us walking over each other, trying to build ourselves up, only to realize that we're going to get up so high and we're going to fall. And we're going to look around for somebody to pick us up. And there will be no one to extend a helping hand to us, and we will be just like the subject of this lesson. We'll look around and yell, "I've fallen," and can't get up. He wants us to understand that we cannot keep doing the things that we are doing and think that we are making God happy. I've fallen and can't get up. This was a message that God had put on Amos' heart to tell the people of Israel, God's very chosen people. And sometimes we think that when we get on our feet, that we don't need God anymore. And sometimes when we look around, we see those who are distant from God seem to be doing well. But my brothers and sisters, it's going to come a time when they're going to fall. And there will be no one to help them up. They'll be hollering, "I'm falling and can't get up." We see what's been going on in the news all around us. We find out that the police are against the very folks that pay their salaries. We see that Congress cannot come together and get a bill passed. We look to the president for all of our questions, and he cannot answer our questions. We look to the pastors, and the pastors cannot answer all of our questions. We look to the presiding elder, only to realize that the presiding elder does not have the answers. When the presiding elder cannot answer our questions, we'll email the bishop and ask the bishop, and only to realize that there's just so much that the bishop knows. So we got to understand, my brothers and sisters, that there is someone we can turn to that has the answers to any question that we may ask him. And his name is Jesus. The very one that can reach down from his throne and pick you up when you've fallen and can't get up. Don't put your trust and your faith in man, only to realize that man will let you fall, just so he can hear you say, "I've fallen and can't get up." And he will look at you, man will look down on you when you've fallen, and he will say, "I didn't push you down, and I'm sure not going to pick you up." He said in verse 2, the virgin of Israel has fallen.
Yes, sir.
And she will rise no more. And she lies forsaken on her land. Simply talking about the very land that God had blessed them with. They had got up on their high horses and had forgot where their help was coming from.
Yes, sir.
And now they found themselves falling.
Yes, sir.
And can't get up. It goes on to say, there is no one to raise her up. For thus says the Lord God, the city that goes out by 1,000 shall have 100 left. Talking about a city, these Israelites, they were like a mighty army. And when they would go out to try to protect what they had, they would go out as 1,000, but would come back only 100. So we see that God, if he would draw his hands from us, it don't matter how mighty you are. If God pull himself away from you, you have nowhere to go but down. And when you fall down, can't nobody pick you up when God lets you fall. He'll allow you to lay there in your fall until you realize that there's nobody that can extend a helping hand to me, that I must call on him while he may be found.